Naga People's Front President Dr. Sharhozilia Lizitsa informed that the party has decided to contest the by-poll to the 14th Southern Angami 1 Assembly seat with regard to 60 Pungro Kifire Assembly constituency by-poll. He said that the search committee was yet to screen out the list of probable candidates. Based on the recommendation of the committee, the party will take a call, he added. Talking to reporters after the NPF Working Committee meeting, Dr. Lizitsa said that the battle for 14 Southern Angami 1 Assembly constituency will be words versus money. Meanwhile, Dr. Lizitsa said that the NPF has decided to not attend the consultative meeting scheduled to be held on October 15th. Soon after, the NPF legislators withdrew from the Joint Legislators Forum and formed the Political Affairs Mission. Dr. Lizitsa said the members had met various Naga political groups and had been working towards bringing the 7 NNPGs and NSE and IM to a common platform. He said Political Affairs Mission has been doing a commendable job and therefore there was no point in attending the consultative meeting. Opposition leader and convener of Political Affairs Mission, T.R. Ziliang, informed Northeast Aid that the latest position was that NSE and IM was willing to have a sitting with the NNPGs. He said the NNPG's delegation was likely to leave for Delhi, during which both the sides will meet. While highlighting the progress made by Political Affairs Mission, Ziliang said there was no point in attending the October 15th consultative meeting. Two former ministers, senior congressman N. Mangi of Kumbi Assembly constituency and A. Biren Singh of Jiribam Assembly constituency, joined the Bharatiya Janata Party. Congress spokesperson O. Nabakishore, who had contested the last Lok Sabha polls, also joined hands with the Saffron Party. Two former Congress ministers and a spokesperson of the party joined the Bharatiya Janata Party in Manipur ahead of the assembly by-elections in the state. Chief Minister N. Biren Singh and Manipur BJP President S. Tikendra felicitated the three Congress leaders and a women social worker at the Darbar Hall of the Chief Minister's bungalow in Imphal. The Mizoram government has decided to regularly reopen schools for students of classes 9 and 11 from October 16th, an Education Department official said. The decision was taken in accordance with the Union Home Ministry's order, which allowed states to reopen schools after October 15th, depending on the COVID-19 situation in their respective states. School Education Department Director James Lalrin Chana said the decision was taken during a meeting chaired by Education Minister Lalchandama Ralte during the day. Officials of the department and representatives of a church body, the Central Young Mizo Association CYMA, student bodies and other stakeholders took part in the meeting. The Education Department has issued a separate standard operating procedure which should be followed by all the authorities of schools and hostels besides students, he said. Greenfield Airport at Holongi near Itanagar in Arunachal Pradesh would be completed by November 2022, officials said. The state-owned Airports Authority of India undertook a Rs 650 crore project to develop the Greenfield Airport. The Holongi Airport, 15 kilometers from Itanagar, will be the third airport in Arunachal Pradesh. The state's other two existing airports are Tezu Airport in Lohit District and Pasighat Airport in East Siang District. According to Airports Authority of India officials, from the terminal building of the airport, the scenic beauty of the Himalayan foothills would be visible. With the concept to create awareness campaign on cleanliness, like-minded young people came forward to clean and create murals across the stairs of the pedestrian overbridge at Holy Cross Junction in Dimapur. Swayeka Chishi, an unemployed graduate, started the initiative along with few of his friends in collaboration with Dimapur Municipal Council under the theme My Home, My Responsibility. The mural was inspected by Deputy Commissioner of Dimapur Rajesh Soundarajan and Dimapur Municipal Council Administrator Albert Izong. Asserting on the importance of cleanliness, Deputy Commissioner in his speech pointed that cleanliness in a particular place reflects the society and the people living within. Dimapur Municipal Council Administrator Albert Izong also lauded the team for the initiative that they have taken and making it a success. Later, certificates were also given by the Deputy Commissioner to the team for their contribution in beautifying the city. With positive cases rising all across the nation, the COVID-19 status of northeastern states are: like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for news that matters and stories that inspire.